Hello, growers. Want to boost your sales, reach new customers, and streamline your sales process, all from your home office? Ready Farmer 1, my book, is your ultimate guide to making it happen. Imagine increasing your farm's revenue without ever spending a Saturday at the farmer's market. The book will show you how to create, design, and market an online farm store. Learn from real farmers sharing real stories about how they move their stores online, freeing up their weekends and increasing their sales. Get my book, Ready Farmer 1, on Amazon and transform your farm business today.
Are there degrees of tillage that you think are more harmful than others? Like there's a lot of proponents of vertical tillage, of, at least maybe in the conversion process of going from conventional to no-till. And then you have, going back to a moldboard plow, which is going to do complete inversion to on a smaller scale. We see a lot of people using tillers, which are doing, inversion.
Right.
How do you view tillage on a curve of severe to extreme, and are they going to lead to the same types of results?
Yes. All tillage is going to be harmful, but if I was to start with the one that I would give you the best results would probably be your strip till, because what you can do is you can take maybe a couple inch zone that you're going to till. That will dry that soil out. Every time you do tillage, you dry the soil out a half inch to an inch. Okay. And that's a zone where you can get good seed to soil contact. You can get your corn, your beans, or whatever you're trying to grow. If we're talking more row crops, corn and beans would be the big ones, but maybe cotton or something like that. But you could put it in that little zone, but then you've got a nice area on either side of it that's undisturbed, and that area can heal. And as those roots grow out, they're going to get into that undisturbed soil. So for me, kind of an area where guys can kind of make the transition would be on strip till. I'm going to say, all tillage is going to be bad, but strip till is probably one of those ways that we can transition. And maybe at some point you'll heal that soil enough that you say, it's almost like training wheels. Okay. I need a crutch. My crutch is a strip till. I'm going to do that for maybe the first 5-10 years. Once I get the rest of the soil healed up and I get good water infiltration and I'm getting good nutrient recycling, well, maybe I don't even need that crutch anymore. Maybe I don't need the training wheels. Maybe I can throw them away and go to full-blown no-till. So I think that would be the optimal deal is to go to full-blown no-till. But no-till by itself is only about 40% of the solution. You got to have the live roots in there, the extra roots from the cover crops. You got to have that soil covered with living roots year round. That's what's going to heal your soil. If you're just doing no-till by itself, it's going to take you a long, long time. You're going to see those compacted layers in there for many, many years because you're only getting one set of roots, whatever crop you're growing, and you might only grow that crop for maybe 4 months, 5 months out of the year at most. You got to have live roots in there year round. That's just the way most of our soils developed. Live roots is what's going to heal your soils and make them better. And it's going to add that carbon back into the soil. Root turnover. That's why the prairie soils, 50% of those roots turned over every year. That's why out in the prairies, we have soil profiles that are 10, 15, 20, 30 feet deep with organic matter, because half of those prairie roots turned over every year. The area that I live in Ohio, we had mainly forested areas, and these tall oak trees would live 100, 200 years, and there was very little root turnover. So most of the organic matter came from the leaves and from the roots that turned over in the top 6 inches, but then our soils aren't very well developed because we didn't have very much root turnover. As you go out west and you get into areas that don't have trees, those prairie plants, the roots are turning over 50%, and some of those roots go down, 5, 10, 15 feet deep in the soil, and that's how they get those really high levels of organic matter on those, what we call mollisol soils is what they are. And those are some of the most productive soils in the world, okay, is the mollisols. And what's interesting is you can change your soil to make it act like a mollisol And if you want to do that, you have to have a large turnover, raise as many crops as you can, and have a large turnover of roots. And then you'll transition your soil to becoming more and more like mollisol soil. Soils are not static. They're changing all the time. And you can either do management that makes them better, or what we've done in the last 50 to 75 years is most of our soils are degraded and we've made them worse. We've lost a majority of our organic matter from our soils. So management is key to that. And that's why we gotta find ways to make it better.
Hey there, want to spend less time pulling weeds? Check out Soil Shield by Modern Grower. It's the pre-cut landscape fabric solution to help you drastically reduce weed pressure. Just roll it out, staple it down, and plant. Then let it do the work for you. Say goodbye to endless weeding and hello to more free time. Plus, it's high quality, durable, and will last for years, saving you time and money in the long run. It's available in a variety of row and hole spacings to accommodate all the crops that vegetable farmers grow. Learn more about Soil Shield landscape fabric at shop.moderngrower.co or using the link below.